Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Tuesday, August 30th. We got a 12-game slate. We're going to jump right in. We have some decent pitchers to play with, and we have some awful pitchers to play with. So it's a matter of risk tolerance as far as pitching on today's slate. I'm going to jump out the window today. One of the pitchers that right now that stands out to me is Lucas Giolito. The thing with Lucas Giolito for me is that he's my highest projected pitcher at the moment, and he's more than $2,000 cheaper, $2,000 cheaper than the second highest projected pitcher that I have. And my gut doesn't feel spectacular having Giolito as my highest projected pitcher. But Kansas City, they aren't the Astros or the Braves, you know what I'm saying? So I'm willing to take that chance with Giolito with an over $2,000 discount from the next highest projected pitcher. So we're going Giolito at 8,200. Now Nola's in play. Valdez looks good at 10-1. Nola looks good, but Arizona do have some spicy bats. Max Fried looks amazing. Let's say I jumped off of Giolito, I'll be going to Max Fried. That's how much I like Max Fried, but I also know where I want to go with the bats today, and I can use that discount. So I actually have a game plan. I have a game plan in mind that I'm going to incorporate with Giolito. So, Haney against the Mets. I won't really target the Mets. They've been swinging a hot bat all year. Not necessarily with power, but for contact. Blake Snell. I like anyone against San Francisco. San Francisco been massive failures in every sense of the word all year long. Logan Webb. His last game, he went very good until like the 6th inning, and they gave up like 4 runs. Something like that. So he's on timeout for me. Look at this guy. Last 2 games. -2. How do you get -2 fantasy points, my guy? And then he had 5 fantasy points against Detroit. Yeah, like I said, he was going well. All of a sudden, he got into the 5th or 6th inning and just gave it all up. So we're good, Logan Webb. You're on a timeout. So no Haney for me. No Logan Webb for me. Singer looks alright. And the White Sox are nothing spectacular either. So Brady Singer, if you want to spend down, Brady Singer looks fine. Guzman looks fine. Gosman looks fine. And like I said, be careful targeting Chicago, because the middle of their lineup are nothing to play with. I told you this last video. I told you not to play around with Chicago. Happ, Contreras, Suzuki, and Franmil Reyes. Those guys are not easy outs, and they all have power. So if you want to play Gosman and think you're gonna go skipping through Chicago, good luck with that. Kirby looks fine against Detroit, although Detroit's been swinging a better bat as of late. Cole Irvin, anyone against Washington is viable because Washington is not a good team. They do have a few no-name hitters that, have a little bit of spice in their bat, but nothing to really kill yourself over. So this guy's all over the place. Last 5 games, 12 fantasy points, 25 fantasy points, 0.1. How do you have 0.1 fantasy point? Then he has a 2 fantasy point game against Seattle, and then he has 36 against Miami. So he plays well against the bad teams, and he plays bad against the good teams. I guess if you're playing multiple lineups, I guess you could play him in one. But if I was playing single entry, I wouldn't be playing Cole Irvin. Because you're probably going to lose before you even start. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the backs. I'm not playing anyone down here. Taiwan Walker against the Dodgers, not happening. Chris Archer is awful. All these pitchers down here, you can target them with bats. All of these guys. Everything under Kirby, you should target. Listen, just my recommendations. You guys, do what you feel fit, but that's what I do. I go for matchups. Let's get some bats in here. So like I was saying earlier, I don't mind playing Giolito because I have a game plan. My game plan is to get as many Atlanta Braves bats as I can. Minus Acuna because he's hurt. So I'm playing Matt Olson because he's a monster. I want Riley and I want Swanson. Riley's 55. Swanson should be a little bit cheaper. Swanson is, Jesus Christ, 53. I'm going to need some value if I'm going to play the Braves. Let's see, who do we have? Who do we have for value? I want to tell you guys Oakland is popping against Eric Fede. I don't know if you guys want to play Oakland as a secondary stack or some one-offs, but they're popping very heavy for me. Christian Yelich, 41. Seth Brown in the 4 hole. Darnold is 3,600. Vaughn Grissom is 2,800. Vaughn Grissom. That's going to be 4. Now, I'm not going to give you the 4th Brave. I'm going to give you a one-off to either play alone or start another stack. So I'm going to give you somebody outside of the Braves. That's value. That's what I'm looking for right now. Yuli Gurriel is $2,800, but he's trash. I don't care what anybody says. Alright, let's do this. Let's go to catcher. And we're going to pick up Mr. Langoliers. So by playing a member of Oakland, we're targeting the pitcher from Washington, who's not good. And if you want to know who that is, that's Eric Fede. 17, 13, 4, 3, and 16 fantasy points in his last 5 games. He's 5,700. There's batters that are more expensive than him. That tells you how bad he is. So I don't know if I'm gonna have a full stack of Oakland to pair with my Braves stack, but I'm definitely gonna have pieces of Oakland because they're very cheap. They're very inexpensive. I'm gonna have pieces of Oakland in my lineups to go with Giolito, to go with the Braves, and to maybe go with Brady Singer if I need to put him as my next as my pitcher too. So that's just how it's looking to me right now. But like I said, this is a very early look, and that's just my game plan right now. And just in case you're a new viewer, this is a very early look at the slate, and obviously as the day goes on and news comes out, people sit, people get called up, batting order changes, our lineup, we adjust the lineup as we go. You know what I'm saying? So this is just a first look, so don't go crazy. Let's go to FanDuel. Once again, if you're new, welcome. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, thumbs up, all that good stuff. FanDuel pitcher. Okay, Nola's in play. Valdez is in play. Zach Gallen is in play, But I'd be easy on that because Philly's really hot right now. Max Fried still looks good. Gosman is fine. Brady Singer once again looks good to me. Where's Giolito at? Giolito is 8,400. I guess we just stick with Giolito since he's so cheap. Remember, you know, he's 8,400. If he gets tagged a few times and he's still getting good strikeouts, you're still fine. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, don't panic. Alright, so let's do the same thing. Let's get some Braves going in here. 4K, Matt Olson. Let's get Riley, 3,900. Let's get Swanson, 3,800. And we'll run that back with, let's see. Let me get you another value, a different value. Let's see what I can do. We got almost 3K left, which is very good. Seth Brown, once again. Oakland is very cheap. Darren Ruff on the Mets. Darren Ruff is popping, but the problem with Darren Ruff is that when I play him, he doesn't do anything. Alright, I got it. We're going to the Dodgers. So this is my value. We're playing Max Muncy, $2,800 at second base. Last 5 games, 3, 15, 0, 19, and 7 fantasy points. So he's been alright. But this is my value for now. Like I said, once we get through the day and we get closer to lock, if I find better value, I'll definitely incorporate it into the lineups. What I don't want to do is get stuck on only using Oakland, because if they don't happen to score, then all my lineups are busted. So I'm going to mix up my value as best as I can, and I don't got to go all the way. I don't got to dig into the trash for value on FanDuel, because I still have quite a bit of, you know, salary left per spot. I could do a lot with 3K. Trust me. So, like I said, Giolito and the Braves are probably a lock for me. I'll probably upgrade Muncy as the day goes on, but if I get stuck with him, he's fine. He's on the Dodgers. You know, he's going to be batting in the middle of the lineup for the Dodgers, which can never be a bad thing. So, I think we're good here to start. Hope this video helps you out, and hope you had a profitable night, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao.